Rants and raves the question, what and what not is considered bad sportsmanship in MMA? Now, I'm doing this because there's a big contradiction here, guys. Big contradiction. Let's go back to UFC 100. Brock Lesnar vs. Frank Mir. Everybody remembers the fight. Brock Lesnar dominated, and he just got even more popular. He's the guy to beat in the heavyweight division in the UFC. But there's something more important that everybody remembers, right? And that's Brock Lesnar's antics at the end of the fight. Just flipping off the crowd, getting in Frank Mir's face, telling him I told you so, whatever he told him. And it was all over the news. Fox was on his case, ESPN, all the networks, all the analysts. Brock Lesnar's a bad boy. He's bad for the sport. He's acting like a jerk. He thinks he's in the WWE. He's the showman. And the sport can't grow. It's a great sport. It's growing, and he's inhibiting the growth. Okay, so let me ask you a question. This past UFC 108, the Daly and Hazlitt fight. Remember the end of the fight? So what Daly did? He was running by, celebrating. You had Hazlitt on the ground. He wasn't even moving. I mean, the guy could have been dead. And he does this gesture with his hand, like blowing his head off, like that. That's not bad sportsmanship. I think that's a lot worse than what Lesnar did. I mean, the guy is down. I mean, these guys shook gloves. I don't even think they had any problems before the fight or they hated each other or anything. But, even so, that's good sportsmanship. And then you have this guy, Silva, who acts like really insane. If you look at the Jardine fight, the last fight he fought, he knocked the guy out. He knocked Jardine out. Jardine also was not moving. The guy had his mouth open with his eyes open. I mean, also, he could have been dead. And what does he do? He looks at the crowd and he makes a throat slash sign like that. That's good sportsmanship. I mean, guys, do I sense a double standard here? What's considered good sportsmanship and what's not? You know what, Lesnar, he's from the WWE. So they said, well, it's expected, he's doing that and you can't do it here. And of course, he's a very popular guy. The guy is extremely popular. And that's why he got all the coverage. But when you have a guy that nobody knows about, like Daly and this other guy, Silva, then, it's not such a big deal. They can get away with it. I got a problem with that. That's a double standard. So, you know what? Listen, I really don't care what these guys do. I want to see the fights. I'm not interested in all that other stuff, the shenanigans, whatever it is. It really doesn't make that much of a difference to me when I watch it as a fan. But I would like to hear what you have to say about it. This raises a lot of questions. Number one, what is acceptable? What can they do in the ring, in the octagon? What kind of antics should be allowed, what shouldn't be allowed? Should other guys be able to do it while other guys shouldn't be able to do it? Should you have a type of reputation before you can act a certain way? Or it doesn't matter what reputation you have? I'd like the answers to these questions. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. So please leave those comments. Please subscribe. And thank you for tuning in.